Hey, good morning, Deer Park Roofing. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I wanted to talk about Severe Weather Awareness Month, which is March. I wanted to discuss tornadoes specifically and what we need to do as a company to protect our employees from severe weather and the little things that we can do to make survivability possible. Over 800 tornadoes are reported annually, and tornadoes can occur at any time without warning, but there's a few things that you can do. One is to be weather alert, right? So anybody that's been in the service of the military, your drill sergeants had always told you, hey, stay alert, stay alive. This works the same way when it comes to severe weather. Knowing how to spot or when conditions are right for severe weather, potentially tornadic activity is really important. I would suggest everybody download a Weather Shield app. You can get them from Fox 19 or you can get it from Channel 9's WCPO. They give you push alerts. Anytime that you have a lightning strike or the potential for a tornado in your specific area, you'll be notified via that weather app. If conditions are right for a tornado in your area, the National Weather Service will, either through a Doppler indicated tornado or through eyewitness reports from the fire department or police department, they will sound the civil defense sirens in your region. Now, I know Hamilton County, we've got 190 sirens here in the county that go off in the event of a tornado or some type of shelter-in-place activity. What's the difference between a tornado watch and a tornado warning? A tornado watch means that the conditions are right and favorable for a funnel cloud to form or a tornado to touch the ground. A tornado warning is when a tornado has been spotted on the ground in your area and you need to take shelter immediately. In the event of that tornado warning, the sirens in Hamilton County and the surrounding counties are all going to sound at the same time, and these are directed through Wilmington, Ohio, and the National Weather up in Wilmington. This is where your JHA really comes into place on the job. You have to have a system of knowing who's on the project and their accountability. So that JHA is not just a piece of paper that I created. It's really a way to keep everybody accounted for. Because if you have a tornado in your area, you want to make sure that everybody gets off the roof. You want to make sure that you have a secure location in the event of an emergency. What I'm going to start doing with the spring months, because this is when we ramp up for tornado season, I'm going to check on these tornado shelters that are available on the jobs. Most of our commercial work, a lot of times we have access to the building, but I think it's just an added protection for our employees. You always want to have some type of emergency medical supplies. We give those out through the first aid kits, but you want to make sure those are available to the employees. Take a head count. Be prepared. Designate and train workers in advance to help in the event of a tornado. Ensure all workers are trained and know what to do and where to go if a tornado strikes. Know the signs of a tornado and have a plan. Like I said, before we start a job, we do a walk down on the job, we do a JHA for the job, and that's our communications tool. Another important factor is to be able to communicate this with people that may have disabilities or people that don't speak English, people that have a language barrier. If they hear these sirens, they also need to know where to go in the event of an emergency. If a tornado warning is issued, that means the sirens are sounding. You need to get off the roofs immediately and seek shelter. This is critical because the tornado can be upon you within seconds, and the debris field of a tornado is pretty big. It's throwing materials all over, and tornadic pressure is extremely impressive. Tornadoes can send straw through concrete. So just remember, you're no match for a tornado. Make sure your materials are secured and you can seek shelter immediately.